That first year when we opened the doors, we had right at 50 students. Not all of them made it through the first quarter. There were some that were disillusioned, or it was just too difficult and they dropped out. We had a few others transfer in, but as we began our second and third years, we added faculty, and the curriculum got broader. And by the time I think you and I graduated, we were well over 120 students. We entered in National Methodist Theological Seminary, and in the spring, the trustees had met and changed the name to St. Paul School of Theology Methodist. We did feel like pioneers. We knew there was no tradition to follow. We were trailblazers in so many things. And I remember commenting to Wayne a few months ago, how did we ever do it? Yes, I first met Don Holter when we had a retreat prior to the opening of St. Paul in September of 1959. And I can remember how congenial he was and welcoming. The faculty was only 5 in number, plus him and the vice president, and all of the faculty was present. He established the seminary on good footing from the beginning. I can remember that they had to make the decisions about designing curriculum, deal with trustees, recruit students, and to have faculty in position and place. So he had done a tremendous job.
He was a congenial, happy. Isabel was a perfect pair. And it sure did me proud to have him as president of the seminary while I was in seminary.
My first time as a delegate to a jurisdictional conference was the first time Dr. Holter was a candidate, a serious candidate. I wandered over to the bus station, went up to the counter, and there were Dr. and Mrs. Holter sitting on stools at the counter. I was presumptuous enough to sit down beside them. It was one of the most memorable experiences of my life. His gentle spirit, I'll never forget that.
Dr. Holter taught us about missions. Lindsay taught us about the New Testament. Charles Boffman taught us Old Testament.
Kirk Starkey, church history.
First thing we promised, and it was new then, was that this school main purpose was to train men for the pastoral ministry. That was our main job. Now that was new then, and most seminaries weren't doing that. The best students from most seminaries went into other graduate work. We started out with the idea that we weren't going to give PhDs. We were going to train men and women for the pastoral ministry. To me, the essence of the Christian faith is a covenant community. It comes out of the Old Testament, it comes to the New Covenant. And this we tried to incarnate here in this whole relationship of a community, the faculty, the staff, the maintenance people, everybody. It was a dream that was shared by many. I remember when I went down to see Ralph Warner, who was the president of a bank, Union National Bank, and was trying to get a loan for $50,000. And, well, Ralph said, but Don, what have you got as collateral? Well, I took down a lot of pledges and everything else, and he said, now, really, the only thing you've got is a dream. And that's not easy to borrow money on. But we got the $50,000, and that's been the essence of this school from the very beginning, is a dream.